Welcome back. Thursday edition, Weekend Funcast. Adam and Russ in the building. It's great to see you, my friend.
Good to see you, too. I'm excited for you. We'll get to the forecast, of course, but I want to talk about this. You head out of town, head back home, right?
Yeah. Going back to Geneva, Illinois.
Okay.
Geneva Vikings, not to be confused with the Kindred Vikings, who have the same color scheme, actually. Yeah. Sometimes I think I'm like having a fever dream or something. I'm at those Kindred football games, and I'm like, let's go Vikings! And I'm like, wait a minute. You're a grown man. You're no longer in high school. They just have the same uniforms.
Right. You know? Adam, I've known for a few months now. You're not a grown man.
Well, my doctor says I'm still growing.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
no, you're right about that. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about, I know, but I'm excited for you to do that. Just to get home, I know what it's like to go home and see the fam. I'm from the Atlanta area. Don't get a chance to get down there a lot, but when I do, it's always nice just to see your people. You know, maybe old friends.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah.
I'm gonna be staying with my best friend Darren and his wife Natalie. We're gonna be visiting with them a little bit, staying at a haunted hotel, Russ.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
We got a little bit of time for ghost stories, right? Why the heck not?
Yeah.
So Hotel Baker in St. Charles, that's where we'll be staying, and this is the legend that in the 70s, a hotel employee walked into the Fox River and drowned.
Okay.
And now haunts the 6th floor. I don't know what floor we're on.
Right. Okay.
But, you know, if I come back possessed or a little more ghoulish than usual, you know what happened.
Maybe it's one of those deals, because I know they do this sometimes in hotels or in buildings. You know, have a 13th floor. Maybe in this particular place they've got a 5 and a 7.
Yeah.
Like there is no 6. But then it takes all the fun out of the haunting, right?
Yeah.
So then maybe you want to have two 6 floors just to really...
And I've always thought if I were to be a ghost, I'd be a really funny ghost.
I've already thought about that. I mean, about Adam.
I wouldn't be like, oh, let me ruin this guy's night. I'd be like, how about some jokes?
Right.
Right. That's what my ooh would sound like. You know what I mean? It would be kind of I heard mysterious laughing on the 6th floor. What are you going to do?
I can't tell you how many times when we're in editorial meetings, when you're not here, we talk about what an awesome ghost we think Adam would be.
I'm sure.
So much, to the point it's almost like we get it to death. But anyway, no, that is awesome. I mean, you know, that's, again, that opportunity to do that. I have a friend, actually, just a real quick side note, who I good friends from Missoula, Montana. He actually stayed in the hotel where they did the... what's the movie I can't think of?
The Shining?
Obvious, The Shining.
Okay.
Thank you. Actually stayed overnight in that hotel, and he
really
it was very exciting. Yes.
And I hear that hotel is actually haunted, or something like that.
You know, supposedly.
Okay.
I know he enjoyed it. I don't remember him telling me about haunted, but he's also that.
Well, if I'm not haunted, I want my money back.
Exactly.
All right.
I think that's.
I want to be spooked.
But my friend, Travis, he actually is one of those guys, and I'm not kidding. He goes out in graveyards in the middle of the night.
No way.
And does the little deal where you pick up. Yeah.
Wow.
True story. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's not his career.
Okay.
Full-time job.
That probably doesn't pay well.
More of a weekend sort of gig.
Okay.
But,
side hustle.
Exactly. But anyway, so no, that sounds like, and you mentioned as well, what else are you doing there? I think there's something else I'm missing.
Yeah, you know what? It's actually later tonight, so I'll be doing this remotely. Last year, I actually did fly in for the Chalavu Family Fantasy Football Draft, but I was so jet lagged. You know, and I take it seriously. It's a buy-in league. I want to do well. It's great to see my family, but I want to see them the next day this year. You know, we're and so I'm going to be drafting from home. But yeah, the family fantasy draft is tonight, and so I'll see the commissioner, my uncle Rich, and my aunt Sue, and my cousin Chrissy. See them, and that's just in case anyone keeping track at home. That's the Warrenville Freedoms, and then. The Mountain Goats. The Mountain Goats, they're from the Western Division. They're Colorado cousins.
Okay.
And then the Cougars and the Red Hawks.
Yes.
And I'm going Sunday night. Fargo Moorhead Red Hawks.
There you go.
Going to Geneva, Illinois to take on the Cougs.
So I mean, that's something to be in that spot when the Red Hawks here, the home team, if you will, on the road, and you got them in your home.
It's like my home versus my home, because Fargo's my home now,
right?
And versus my hometown, and I've thought about it, and I might wear my Red Hawks T-shirt and my Cougars hat.
Yeah, I like that.
I'll get
I
some
love
looks.
That is, I was going to say, this guy, he's one of those guys.
Yeah.
It's like wearing a Steelers and a
Like one of those
Cowboys
guys with a
jersey.
half Jason Kelsey, half Travis Kelsey, and they're just like, I just love my kids.
Or
one
have
of those
Travis, have
people.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Either one.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And another thing, while we're on the kind of the fantasy football we talked about, it's kind of where I set up here a league, which I know they've had every year. It's my first football season here. So put together a little 12-person team here within the station. I know Adam was actually, he was considering not doing it because you told me how much focus you have.
I'm a one
on
league guy.
your- Right. Typically I do 2-3 years, so for me it's, whatever. But we've got our draft coming up. And I was noticing, Adam was showing me, didn't show me all the details because I don't want to give anything away, but man, you've got it really locked down. You've got your spreadsheet, you've been doing a lot of research on this, correct?
I am a sports nerd like you wouldn't believe.
Right.
And so it's one of my favorite times of year. And for the family league, just because I am competing against my aunts and uncles and cousins and Shalafu, big sports family, as you may imagine. So I do take it pretty seriously.
Right.
And I think for me, like, my love for football is just love for the Chicago Bears, big Notre Dame fan growing up, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I was spread too thin emotionally, if that makes any sense, when it was like, all right, I want this guy to do well, but not that well, because I'm going against him here, and I want the Bears to win, but not by too much, because I got Caleb Williams going against me this week, know. And so it's like it got a little dicey, but because of how much fun I think it's going to be able to, have a little trash talk on this segment, have a little trash talk with Devin, and be able to kind of have some light chats on the Fantasy Football League that I think it's going to be great. I'm super excited, and I am coming for first, folks. I'm coming for first.
I know you are. And you're like, it's funny you mentioned something. You're like me. I'm a big sports nerd as well. I do, like I said, a couple, 3 leagues. And it ultimately does wind up like that, right? Like you've got your team, but then unless you have that player in all 3 of your teams, then somebody else has got them into the league. So I'm like you, I kind of calculate. I'm like, okay, I've got Christian McCaffrey in one league, but the guy I'm playing has Christian McCaffrey in this league. So I want Christian to do just good enough on my team, but not too good. Then I want my quarterback to make up for it.
Right.
So you're having to do the
just the crazy calculations. It's like that meme with the lady from that movie, and there's all the math equations. And
I don't know
what that movie is, and I don't know who that lady is. But you know what I'm talking about.
I think you're talking about Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure.
Maybe.
I
Haven't seen it.
Yeah, no. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know it all. At all. Anyway, but no, I'm looking at the draft is Saturday for our league, and it will be fun. I know Adam and I, and you mentioned Devin as well. And like I said, there are a number of others that Justin.
Gabe's getting in there.
Yes,
Bobby.
Sydney's at. So we got a lot of, and this. I mean, I know you're not around us every day when we're not on the news, but there's a lot of trash talkers in that group.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other than Justin, who I don't know if he is at all, I think every other person you named, probably a lot of trash talking.
We got to. And sometimes, maybe I make Bobby buy me dinner.
Oh,
Bobby, if I beat you this week, you got to take me out for a nice T-bone steak.
I love that.
And
we'll
Bobby's
always in.
Yeah.
He's always in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So.
But no, looking forward to that. Yeah, what we'll do is obviously, because I know you're like, man, I can't wait to hear about their fantasy football league. But every week we'll kind of let you know where things go, especially when Adam and I are against each other. It's going to be, it's going to be something else.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll be talking a lot that week or the week after if I lose, because I don't talk or look at people for at least a week when I lose to them.
Well, hopefully, based on your body language there, hopefully no fist fights. But it would be great for the live stream, I'm sure. So
you know what?
If we got to take some for the team.
Right now, we can't say either way. Let's just see how it plays out.
See how it plays out. Speaking of how it plays out, let's talk about the forecast. Let's get into it.
Right. Big weekend, Labor Day weekend coming up. And I know a lot of probably also do have your fantasy football drafts if you haven't had one already. If you're doing it this weekend, don't stay indoors too long because the weather is going to be fantastic. Zip in, do the draft, go right back outside and enjoy yourself. We've got the, let's see, I got to turn this thing on now. We talked so long that it actually turned itself off.
Amazing.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, it's back. So this is kind of a where we are now situation. A lot of severe weather here over the last 24 hours. I want to say this. I want to put a plug in. I know that's not exactly what we're going to talk about, but last night, Joseph, myself, and Eric Whitehill, our storm chaser, was out heading toward Bismarck, actually chasing the storms. Got some good tornado video. This guy was working his butt off. So I want to thank Eric for jumping in last night, and the rest of the First Alert weather team this morning had it covered. Anyway, get to that. Small chance of severe weather through early to mid-afternoon today before this lightning, these storms get out. Once that happens, got high pressure that's going to settle in the area. If you know nothing else, know this. High pressure, always a good thing if you're looking for nicer, drier conditions. So with that in mind, going to put this in motion. We're going to take you through our First Alert forecast, just kind of taking you over the next several hours to see 4 o'clock. Still get the opportunity for some severe weather, potentially, certainly some storms around Bemidji, Park Rapids, Baudette. Then that's out of here by 7. We're starting to clear out. And from that point, we're really starting to look good. Overnight tonight, again, temperatures dropping down into the generally low to upper 50s, depending on location here. Clear, kind of a nice, cool morning to start your Friday. But the best part is going to be we take you to the afternoon. We take you to the evening hours. A lot of sunshine today. Few clouds coming in later, but again, a very comfortable day tomorrow. A lot of sunshine throughout. So, looks like we're going to go to 11 just to continue to show you how nice it's going to be. Then we're going to jump in the next couple days. So we got Friday and Saturday. So we're kind of like, say, if we want to go ahead and consider, I know for Adam, tomorrow starts your Labor Day weekend, not today. And I think a lot of folks doing the same thing. Hey, let's make it a 4-day weekend. You're Friday. Look at all these sunshine icons, Adam. You know what that means?
It's going to be sunny.
You got it. I can't fool this guy. So we got upper 70s, low 80s, 82 Fargo tomorrow, 82 Grand Forks, 78 Thief. Again, these numbers great. Check out Saturday. A little bit warmer for some areas. Others, not as much. So we got anywhere from mid-70s to as warm as 83 in Fargo. Again, it comes with sunshine. And it's more than just those 2 days. We get into the weekend itself.
Ooh, that looks delicious.
I know. Look at those.
Look at that computer-generated chicken. Ooh, delicious.
Yeah, wait till you try it. AI chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday, mostly sunny, breezy. We've got that temperature at 78 again. I do think it's going to be a little bit warmer out there. We had the one graphic showed low 80s. Now we got upper 70s.
Coffee's a bad choice, Russ.
Coffee's
It's way too. Is this iced coffee? What do we do? Because I feel like it's already pretty hot. Now you're getting even hotter.
Well, you listen. If you need a coffee, you need a coffee, right?
That's fair.
I mean, yeah. So for me, it's the vanilla chai latte.
Okay.
I like it extra hot. I don't care if it's 108 degrees outside. I want that thing hot.
Okay.
It's sweet. It's delicious.
Yeah, that's that southern roots showing right there.
That's funny. I just said another story for another day, and I realized that was the entire story. So I can tell it again in a week or two. Just
good,
to
perfect.
Rehash. On Sunday, this is kind of personally my favorite day. The reason why is you look at it, sunshine first of all from start to finish. The big thing there, the temperature 72. If I could have, and I'm not just saying this here and now, I've said this for a long time, if I could have my perfect day, it would be sunny and 72, a little bit of a breeze, and we are going to have a little bit of a breeze as well. Meteorological fall, what does that mean? Well, typically the 1st of September through the last of November, that is the meteorological fall. Of course, if you're talking about actual fall, that starts September 22nd. I'm old school. I'm 52, almost 53, by the way, September 7th.
Coming up.
Just dropping that, please. Nothing over $100. That's too much. That's too much. Just kidding, of course. No, but I'm more of a traditionalist, so I really do take fall as kind of that actual fall, September 22nd. But meteorological fall does start on Sunday. Then you look at Monday, mostly sunny, another great day, 76 degrees. So again, we're checking all 3 days here, and what we're finding is it is just going to be so nice. Labor Day weekend. Great. For some, this is that last opportunity maybe to get out to the lake, right?
Yeah.
No, it won't be too long. I mean, maybe not right away. But
and you have the long weekend kind of built in.
Exactly.
And this is just that interesting time of year. A lot of people don't want to travel on Sundays because of football season, all jokes aside.
Right.
And they might want to be home watching the Vikings. Also, kids are back to school. Like, this is a great kind of last hurrah of summer weekend.
You're absolutely right. And it's funny, just because you mentioned football, obviously this coming Sunday, none. Once we get it, well, unless you're a college fan, you might want to watch LSU USC. Other than that, we get to the following Sunday. There you go. That's your first full Sunday of NFL. So you're right. I mean, this really is in a lot of ways. You talk about the kids. This is that last weekend to get out, whether it's taking maybe a little weekend trip, maybe it's just doing stuff around the home, or whether, again, it's getting to the lake. You couldn't ask for a better weekend. A little breezy, as mentioned, but the wind's not going to be blowing you away or anything. It should be very comfortable.
Well, no one likes to get blown away by the wind.
It's a great point. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I used to have a white Chicago White Sox jacket, and I would go like this. And I would see if I could be a human kite. It never worked.
It's funny when you did that and you said that. I was thinking of a movie, A Christmas Story, when the little brother, he's like 5 and he's
Yeah.
But
Oh, man.
yeah, no, that's exactly. So yeah, I mean, this is one of those weekends, and the nice thing is, Adam, you're going to come back here, right? You're going to get back whenever it is, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Monday. Yep.
No, Monday. We're going to have nice weather, really extending beyond. We're looking at next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Generally speaking, mostly sunny. Temperature is starting to warm back up a little bit next week. It'll certainly feel like summer. It's some upper 70s to mid 80s out there. But again, generally dry, even into the following weekend, which, by the way, September 7th is next Saturday.
Perfect.
My birthday.
Perfect.
Yeah, so...
How old are you in dog years?
Oh, gosh, let me think about this. Probably like 8. I don't know. I'm not good with... Carry the one.
370.
Oh, is that
You'll
what
be
it is?
371.
I did it backwards.
53 times 7.
That's 371. You nailed
Yeah.
it. I always go the other way, so I apologize. Yes, supposed to being 8. I'll be very close.
8.
371.
Now, in case anyone's wondering how I did that calculation, it's very simple.
Yeah.
All right, so you multiply just like you would for a dog. However, I want to let you know that I'm still trying to get this to catch on, and then we'll let you guys get to your weekend. We promise. But I did the math, Russ.
I know.
So 52 days is 1 dog year.
All right, gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
365 divided by 7 is roughly 52. I encourage people.
Roughly?
Oh, yeah. And so is the way I see it, you can have 6 more celebrations a year. They gotta be maybe a 1/7 of the size. But that's a dog year's birthday. You should celebrate it. And so what's 52 days after September 7th? Well, that's your 572nd dog year's birthday.
How about that?
Yeah.
I've learned something new. And by the way, you did that math in your head. It reminded me of that movie. She does like the numbers in her head. I can't think of what it's called.
Yeah. I know the one you're talking about. All right.
Full circle.
Yeah. Have a good weekend, everybody. Thanks for joining us. And stay safe, stay healthy, have a good time, be responsible.